This video is brought to you by the Deck of Many and their Big Bad Booklet series, and by the Roll for Combat Actual Play podcast and their Three Ring Adventure series. Hello and welcome back to the Gallant Goblin on the road. We're here in an Airbnb as we wait for our new place to get ready for us, but the WizKids train don't stop. Today we have the Eye and Hand of Vecna. Many thanks to the folks at WizKids for sending it to us to review. Now here at the Gallant Goblin, we like to try to review products that are really tied into gameplay. So you have minis that represent your characters during combat, maps and terrain to help your players visualize their surroundings, and reference cards to really help streamline your game. But this one isn't really tied to gameplay. Actually, WizKids has its own line of D&D trophies that you can hang on your wall or display in your game room. They have trophy plaques of a mind flayer, of a red and a black dragon, that sort of thing. Things that you would collect and maybe display as if your characters were big game hunters. They also have a beholder that you can just hang from your ceiling. So these are all collector's items. You can use them to decorate your game room or maybe even your game store. So let's open this one up and take a closer look. Vecna is generally considered a top-tier villain in Dungeons & Dragons lore and originally appeared as part of the Greyhawk setting. He was a powerful wizard who eventually succeeded in cheating death and becoming a lich who oversaw quite an empire. But at the height of his power, he was cut down by his most trusted lieutenant, a vampire known as Cass the Bloody-Handed, using a sword that Vecna had crafted for him. The only things that remained after Vecna's vanquishment were his left hand and eye, but being a master of undeath, he did not stay away for long. He rose as a demigod of magic and secrets. His story took him to Ravenloft, to the city of Sigil, and beyond. He also had a large part to play in the first campaign of Critical Role. So far, in 5th edition, he hasn't appeared directly to my knowledge, but his presence is felt in Descent into Avernus and the Adventurer's Guide to Wildmount. He also created the Skull Lords and the Shadowfell, which are discussed in Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. In current lore, he is obsessed with defeating and supplanting the Raven Queen, claiming her power over knowledge and souls. Now, he is often depicted as missing his left hand and eye, which we know were left over after his defeat at the hands of Cass. These became powerful artifacts that can be discovered in your game world, either separately or together. To attune to one of them, you have to remove your own hand or eye. They are some of the most powerful magical items in D&D, but they are also cursed. First, they turn you evil, obviously. The eye grants you some powerful vision-related abilities and spells, but when you cast a spell from it, you risk Vecna turning his remaining eye to you and consuming your soul. The hand grants you great physical strength and power, but requires that you commit great atrocities to appease it. Both items are discussed in the Dungeon Master's Guide. Vecna can also serve as an Arcana domain deity for the cleric, or an undying warlock patron, which was introduced in the Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide. The eyeball here measures 1.5 inches across and just pinches in between the outstretched fingers of the hand. The hand itself is about 7.5 inches long. The wooden display base is 7 inches across, and the glass cover is about 10.5 inches tall. There are a few things to know about the wire stand. First, be careful when slotting it into the little holes in the base, as it can scratch the wooden surface if you're not careful. Second, you need to have Vecna's hand pushed down on the stand as you place it on it. If you just lay it against the back of the stand will come loose. Another way you can use these trophies is as a celebration when your players achieve certain milestones. Maybe when they slay their first evil black dragon, they can get that black dragon plaque to hang on the wall to remember the occasion. Or maybe when your players acquire the eye or Hand of Vecna, you can get this set to have in your game room. Now, I'm really curious to hear from you. Have the Eye and Hand of Vecna entered into one of your games? And if so, how did it go? The Eye and Hand of Vecna set here is available for pre-order now. It's scheduled to release in February for an MSRP of $129.99. So let me know what you think of it in the comment section down below. We also want to thank our sponsors for this video. First, the Roll for Combat Actual Play podcast and their their Three Ring Adventure series. I don't know about you, but I've been relying pretty heavily on actual play podcasts, mostly Roll for Combat, of course, here over the last few months. It's really nice just to be able to escape into another world, listening to their stories and adventures, while also learning how to play a better game of Pathfinder 2nd Edition, which I'm hoping to get into more next year. The Three Ring Adventure series really focuses on story and character and role play, which really helps you get lost in their world. If you haven't checked it out, now's the perfect time. They just started Season 2, which starts with the second book of the Adventure Path. And the first episode of Season 2 really gives you that summary of the story up to now and the background of all the characters, so you can just jump right in with the rest of us. If you like, of course, Season 1 is still available, and they have written summaries over on their website if you prefer to catch up that way. And if you want a different style of show, either sci-fi or fantasy, you can check out all their other series on the website as well. Go check it out today at rollforcombat.com and let them know that the Gallant Goblin sent you. We also want to thank our longtime sponsor, the Deck of Many, and their Big Bad Booklet series, which is a monthly zine about boss monsters for 5th edition D&D. You can go and sign up to get a new physical book and reference cards each month, or you can find the digital editions of their older Big Bad Booklets over at deckofmany.com. Each booklet gives you everything you need to run a fun new adventure each month with your gaming group at home or with new people you might meet at the game store. This month, come meet Vellai-Axal, an ancient writhing sea monster devoted to the thrill of the hunt. Will you stop this eldritch being, or will you be lured by its song into the depths? Learn more and subscribe today at bigbadbooklet.com. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday out there. We should be settled into our new place in about 2 weeks or so from the time we're filming this. Until then, we're going to do our best to give you good quality videos here at our Airbnb. If you enjoyed the video today, you can give me a little thumbs up by clicking that button down below. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those for me below the video as well. And you can always find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I've actually been posting some preview pictures of Darklands Risings for Pathfinder, the new mini set, over on Instagram, so you can go check those out. But for now, stay safe, have fun, love each other, have a happy new year, and I'll see you soon at the Gallant Goblin.